I have gotten a couple of comments asking if I can do a comparison between the Innova Gorgon and the Innova Beast, so that's exactly what we're doing out here today. The Gorgon coming in at 10.6 -2.1, while the Innova Beast comes in at 10.5 -2.2. They're both in Pro plastic, so we have the Beast at 170 grams and the Gorgon is pinned at 173 to 175. It's a bit calmer than the other day when I had planned to do this video, but we still have a little bit of wind out here, so we're working with a nice tailwind currently. We'll start with the Gorgon, start on some hyzer releases. Wow, that is flippy today. I always feel like the Gorgon's very easy to flip up. This wind might affect it a little bit because it is more like a tail left to right. So once these get turned over, they're probably pushing harder right than maybe they would without wind. Oh, but the Beast is a little straighter. A late turn almost. The Beast flipped up kind of perfectly, but it seemed like it had a little bit of a later turn than the Gorgon. Funny enough, that was my first time ever throwing a Beast, at least that I can remember. So that's kind of crazy because this is a pretty popular disc, I feel like. I have moved a little bit more diagonal in this field so we can hit the tailwind a little bit better. I don't think it'll be as harsh left to right this way. I just like throwing into those trees. That way you can see the disc a little bit better on the background. So hopefully this works. One more hyzer flip here, starting with the Gorgon. So the Gorgon still kind of flipping up, turning a little bit. That time I felt like it hyzered a bit sooner, and that's probably due to this helpful wind since we kind of repositioned ourselves. And the Beast, I mean, I feel like the Beast is just so much straighter so far, at least with those two throws. It still has a nice flip up. The turn just isn't as significant before fading back out. I recently posted a video trying to compare the Gorgon versus the Trail, and right now I feel like the Beast is a bit closer to the Trail, at least with the two throws that I've thrown with it. Although I do think the Beast still turns a little bit more than the Trail. I feel like the Trail really just flips the flat and goes straight, where the Beast, there's still kind of like a later turn in its flight. I felt like those two shots gave us a pretty clear understanding for the hyzer flip. I think we got that covered. Now we'll try to move on to some flat shots. Now I've been made aware in my comment section that I need to start watching my videos because sometimes I say the disc comes out flat, but it really comes out on hyzer. So I just want to, you know, clear things up here. I do watch my videos. I edit every single one of them. At the same time, I'm not always going to be perfect. In fact, I'm probably never perfect when I'm getting the flat release. I think it's the hardest one for me. So just know I'm trying my best. If it comes out on a little hyzer, if it comes out on a little anhyzer, I'll try to specify that. Sometimes I don't realize it when I'm out here chucking discs. So just know I'm trying my best. And the fact of the matter is, some days I just suck. All right, so here we go. Flat as best as we can, see what kind of flights we get. At least get them out where they're not on so much hyzer. We've been starting with the Gorgon all day, so we'll just continue that streak. So that might have popped out on a little bit of hyzer, I won't lie. Honestly though, the tailwind maybe helped stable that up. It didn't turn as much as I expected it to. There, kind of the Beast. Turning right, it actually is still fading out of that. It's just a little bit lower, so it might have been hard to see it fading back. Both of which in this tailwind at least, not necessarily rolling over. I definitely thought we'd get a little bit more movement out of both. We'll go flat one more time, maybe a little bit harder, which means the angle could get messed up a little bit more. There we go, kind of. That's what I expected out of the Gorgon the first time around. Just kind of pushing over the whole way, sliding right. Oh wow, and that time the Beast just goes dead straight, huh? You know, just like all discs, definitely gonna have to figure out the power of them. I do think we can get a bit more turn out of the Beast, just like the first throw we had it when we threw it on flat. But that time just going dead straight, again with the helping tailwind. that kind of plays a part into it as well. I mean, it seems pretty clear to me that the Beast has a little bit more stability. I'm wondering if that's just because of the offset of the turn and the fade being -2.2 instead of a -2.1, so the Gorgon is able to hold over a little bit longer with less fade. Next, I want to throw the Annie, so I'm going to start off with kind of like a softer throw, and then the second throw on Anheuser as well will be a little bit harder. So that's pretty light with the Gorgon, and you can kind of see, you know, that's more like playing a flex shot. It kind of holds over a little bit till it fades out, but I threw that very soft. So, you know, if you have a little bit of a fast arm speed, probably wouldn't recommend doing that unless you're very touchy. But for the slower arm speeds out there that are looking for kind of a nice little smooth turnover shot, the Gorgon could be good. Okay, so the Beast, a little bit more of a flex shot than the Gorgon even at that slower speed. The Gorgon wanted to hold over for a bit longer, where the Beast felt more of that flexy type shot. Okay, so a little bit more power. The problem with this is, I feel like these are kind of touchy, so a little bit too much angle or a little bit too much power, and they're just gonna probably roll over on me. I'm also not the best at this shot. Yeah, and that's just gonna cut roll. And that's just as bad. I'll give it another whirl here. Yeah, so I pretty much have to kind of throw it a little bit flatter in order to get a flight out like that. I felt like that didn't really come out on Annie. I just trusted it flat and let it ride over. The Beast, lower line, still decently turned over though. And to end this video off, the one shot distance competition, let's see how far I can throw these. Oh, the Gorgon, I burnt it over. Oh, I gave it more height. It's gonna be able to pan out too. Right by that fence. Oh, I think it hit the fence. That took off distance. The turned over Gorgon shot only leaves us at 362 feet. The Beast 414 feet is what I keep reading. Between 413 and 414. That's a pretty good shot, but we had a tailwind. Okay guys, that is gonna do it for my video. Gorgon versus Beast. In my opinion, after this video, I felt like the Beast was a little bit more controllable. I don't know if that's just me or not though. The Gorgon, still very easy to throw. I think both of these discs really are easy to throw, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.